Yeah, we're catching everything we're doing.
You see them gather at the local show. Got to some business from their head to toe. Nobody wants them, they are destined to lose in their black leather jackets and their black leather boots. They come to dance and scream and shout every weekend. And they all come out. It's like the freak show's coming down.
I think you're doing that. Ha ha. Well, you know what you should do? I'm Gizz Lazlo.
I'm just Paul.
And here we are, episode 22.
18,
22
36.
fucking episodes
How
this
big was
year,
Rosie?
already, man. Oh, and here we are again with the bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's horse shit. See? I would love to see you on a farm. That would be the funniest fucking thing.
Down on the farm.
You getting a cow or a fucking horse would fucking, oh my God.
How do you know I haven't?
Oh, I know you have underneath. I would pay for that magic dwarf moment.
How was your week?
You know what? I've had a good freaking couple of weeks, to be honest. I've had a really good time, and I'm very tired, and I'm very impressed with myself for not murdering anybody. So I've had a great time.
Oh, impressed too.
You know, went to Vegas there on a whirlwind thing, and had a lot of fun. I haven't met anybody famous this week yet, except for our guest.
Oh.
But I mean, he's famous for different reasons.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
You've seen Butch Cassidy and the pedophile kid. How's your week?
Pretty good, man. Thursday.
Oh,
Bucket list item checked. Got to open up for Peg Boy at the Sardine in San Pedro, and
so bummed
it
I
was
missed
so cool. I bumped into so many old friends. Fletcher from Pennywise was there. Hung out with him for about an hour, just chatting and drinking and getting stupid. And then he says, "I think you got some chin." And he up in one of those, you know, from the little.
Uh-huh.
Did they clean the microphone? With?
Yeah.
He just started wiping my face with it.
Thank you, Fletcher.
Fletcher's so fucking huge. You can't stop him.
He's a bit of a giant. He's like Andre the Fletcher.
Dude. And then the picture I took, I was like, hey, let me get a picture with you. It's been a while. So I took a selfie of us, and everybody that saw it, were you sitting on his lap?
Yeah.
I was like,
You
no.
were.
No,
That's not what I was
sorry to
told.
say.
I'm really sorry I missed that show. We got back late enough from Vegas. I was like, I can't do the drive to San Pedro.
Hung out with Nick Oliveri,
Hi, Nick.
fucking a bunch of other people that, you know, were there, but just to hang out with, you know, John and Joe Haggerty.
Yeah.
And then Herb and then Larry, just, you know, and then this finally to meet all those guys for the first time.
Yeah.
And then talk to them like, dude,
That's
it's been
rad.
30 plus years since I've seen you guys,
Yeah.
since that strong reaction.
So how's it
album
going
came
with the restraining order?
But you know, they were having a great tour. You know, those guys are in their 60s, and you know, this was their first tour. You know,
Yeah, you
in
went
a
15 or
while,
20 years, something like that, right?
and they, you know, again, we had this conversation earlier. Like, you know, you think about touring, and you know, not me necessarily, but some guys, they think about touring. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to fucking do this. But then you get in the van, and you know.
You always get in the van, kids.
And Larry and I had this discussion, and Joe Haggerty had this discussion that, you know, up until the time you walk on stage, you're fucking like, oh God.
Dreading it.
But as soon as that first song is counted off and that first song starts, all that shit goes away. And then the rest of the night is just like, you know,
Yeah.
it just memories being made.
It's like
So-
doing this. I see your face. I go, God damn it, once again.
Yeah.
And then we do this, and I have a great time.
Yeah. I got to agree.
Yeah.
Under duress, but.
Yeah. I droofied you a few times.
But it was a beautiful night, and the band we played was Spider, fucking amazing. Vancouver, Canada's Night Court played, really cool. The drummer Emily was fucking such a sweetheart, and she fucking played the shit out of those drums, and you know, we had a good time. We hung out during Peg Boy's set together,
Nice.
and just, you know, my boys were just, you know, we did a pretty good
You
job.
guys always do, man. You guys, Paul, Lewis, Mark, you guys fucking smash. I love you guys.
Matt, who's Matt?
I said Mark.
Oh.
Mark Maxey.
Oh.
You know, the guy that plays the thing.
Yeah,
And they put up with you.
the 5 strings, not the
Steve,
6.
Steve's a badass.
Yeah, Steve-O.
The only problem with that band is the singer. So what do we have for sponsors?
So let's see. to thank our sponsors today. We got Headline Records, always. Transplants Brewing Company in Palmdale. MEOWZ Thrift Store in Pasadena. Right Manufacturing in Las Vegas. Licorice Pizza here. The Tattoo Room in Simi Valley. And Almost Famous Magazine out of Texas.
I know, Scott. He really wanted to be at that show.
Oh, man, I wish you guys would have been there. It was such an amazing
If
time.
he was going to show up, I would have done no matter what. I would have been there.
So before we go on, you got to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're here every Monday at 7 doing this bullshit.
We're here way before 7.
And as we do every week, the show is dedicated to the memory of Joey Ramici. And as I do every week, I started doing this a few months ago, and I enjoy it every week because it reminds me and it reminds us of those that we celebrate, our friends, you know. And Victor Moya from Chainsaw Fight out of Vegas, his birthday's this week. Barnes Brown, formerly of Plot, they broke up a few days, 7 days ago. His birthday's this week. Tino Franco from 747. Scott Collins from Symbol 6 and many other bands. Crash Kowal from Smoky Summon Barbecue, really good friend of mine, old punk rock dude from DC. Craig Christie from the English Dogs. Jeff Dahl, enough said. And Javier Villapanda from Turbo Union Santanica in Mexico.
Right on.
Those birthdays are this week, so if you're friends with them, be sure to wish them a happy birthday and tell them how much they mean to you, because we don't all have that much time left on this planet. And,
I fucking hope not.
And it's nice to be thought of at least one day a week or 1 day a month. Or
this is Gizz's version of sending a card.
Yeah, I said your name on the show.
Yeah, with 3 people. Watch.
Love Gizz.
Ta-da! What are we doing this week?
This week we got a interesting guest.
Interesting to say the least.
I've known him many years and was reintroduced to him I think it was earlier this year.
No,
when we played the Redwood.
But that was 2 years ago almost.
No,
or it was the beginning of that. That was my first time meeting Joey.
Well, that was Joey, but when we met our guest, did they?
That's
no,
when we fucking met. Yeah,
really.
We filmed the Slumlords video on the tunnel.
We didn't play that show with Jughead.
Slumlords played that show.
No, we did not.
We did not.
No.
Well,
we played with them.
That's when I met him. So whatever the fuck, the Jugheads played that show. Also, you probably have Dickheimers.
Nope.
Yep.
I know my shows.
Nope.
And I was nearly as drunk as you.
I drove. By the way, I drove you home.
I was nearly not as drunk as you.
I picked you up and then drove. No, you guys played that, didn't you?
No, not the Jughead show. That was a Christmas show.
Okay.
So no, we did not.
I don't believe you.
But anyway,
it's okay. You're Mexican.
The band that we're talking about, Infamous Stiffs, they're one of the most phenomenal bands in LA.
Badass.
Yeah, I love watching them. I love listening to them, and Scott is just one of just a dear friend.
It's just such visceral rock and roll. It's so fucking good.
And then back in the day, we used to play together all the time with fucking Hollywood Hate.
Yep,
that was another badass.
You know what we should do?
Introduce him.
And probably get him in here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, fine.
All right.
Go on, honey.
Scott, come on in.
Hello, sweethearts.
Hello, sweetheart.
I'm home. Where's dinner?
Hello, honey. Where's my fish?
So good to see you, man.
Absolutely.
Dude, I fucking love it, man.
Did you do the dishes?
Nope.
All right.
I threw them out the window, getting new ones.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Snotty Scotty, but not the Snotty Scotty from the Hankies. Should have been.
Oh, yeah.
I know him.
I had to tell that band, nope.
Yeah. I mean,
And
you're too famous.
Cease and desist, whatever.
That's actually a really good name for a band.
There probably is a band.
Well, fuck them. Let's do it anyways.
There has to be.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely has to be.
Weirdly enough, Scotty and I grew up kind of in the same neighborhood, a decade apart.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I was telling you, I cruised through it on my way here. The old stomping grounds.
You like blast off for real, like, fuck it, I'm going to see it. It's different.
Yeah, it's to say the least. You know what? I bummed because I actually drove by where there was a liquor store once where I got my first Bubble Yum had just come out and no one had ever had it. And this liquor store had it. And I jammed over there on my bicycle, on my Huffy or whatever the fuck I was riding, and got it. And I remember getting that big that first piece of
Just
bubble
big
gum because
chunker,
it was huge when you're little. That was a big. I knocked that in. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was in heaven.
Three
was like-
teeth gone.
No, that stuff was soft and wonderful. And it was
It was soft
non-stick.
and big.
Yeah.
Big bubbles and shit.
It's like Dad.
But then I went by the store where I got it from, where I scored it from, and it's a wedding dress.
Well, which store was it?
I bet you they still got gum.
They still got something to chew on, I'm sure. Dude, seriously, in Temple City, all those wedding shops are on Las Tunas.
Yeah,
Most of those are whorehouses.
Oh, they
They
are.
were like red light district whorehouses. If they had a red light in there, and they got busted years and years ago.
No shit.
Yeah, it was like you go buy a Chinese girl for a nickel or whatever.
For a hubba bubba.
Yeah, for a hubba bubba.
For a hubba bubba, yeah.
Yeah, there was a huge
Really?
sting. Yeah, there was a huge sting operation like the late 80s.
Wow, that's
I know.
awesome.
I was there.
That's great news. I mean, it's great. It's great as in they were doing that,
Yeah,
but I don't like it. They got busted.
I know that she's let them alone.
It's the oldest profession in the world.
I
Leave
mean,
it be,
shit,
man.
how much can you make?
Right. A lot.
Right? We should be pimps.
Those skirts can make a lot.
I want to start a new company called Boobers. It's topless Uber drivers.
Boobers.
Ooh. Male and female?
Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Just everybody topless.
Can you imagine Metal doing that?
I can.
Where do you work, Boobers? What do you do? Dishes. But I'm
What's
gonna be out front one day.
Yeah,
You watch me go.
I'm in the back right now, but later.
Just power down like 7 baskets of chicken wings. We're gonna get there.
I'm making chicken wings. All right, tell me a little bit about your early education into punk rock.
My early education.
Yeah, like what happened?
What did this come from?
happened?
Yeah. So I'm going to say the first person to come up to, I actually hung out with this Japanese family called the Kubotas. And this fella, his name's Snickers. Snickers came over. He used to be in the Simple Tones and the Clan and so on and so forth. And you guys look like a bunch of little girls. And we're just like kids, little surfer kids. And you look like little girls. And we kind of looked at each other and went, yeah, you do it. Yeah.
You're cute too.
You look like a Japanese one. Yeah, what's up? So and then they had the Damned. We got turned on to that and Sex Pistols and all that good stuff. And then of course, then we started going to backyard parties and seeing the Simple Tones. And you know, at the I think there was a roller rink too in Hollywood we used to go to, but we were little, called Flippers, and the Simple Tones played there too.
Where was Flippers?
It's like it was on it used to, I can't remember the name of the street, but it was like a V'd out, and Flippers was in the middle.
Huh.
And it was I'm pretty sure it was a roller rink. And but you know, that was many moons ago.
Yeah.
We were just wee lads, and there's been a few refreshments and other party favors in
Was it
between.
owned by Filipinos?
I don't know.
Dude, what the fuck? No, it was owned by dolphins, you asshole.
Flipper played there.
Yeah, actually, Flipper owned it.
The one guy is.
Anyway, so that was kind of my beginning phases of it.
That's like early 80s, right? 83.
Yeah,
4.
yeah. No, like 80, I think.
Oh, shit, you're old.
So yeah. So that was that kind of introduction, and then it just went uphill from there.
Uphill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens next?
I think
That usually goes downhill.
I start sliding down.
I found the black ice.
It's a long way to the top.
Yeah.
If you want to rock and roll.
Yeah. If you know where the top is.
And then there's that. Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, so everything has been uphill since.
What was the first punk rock t-shirt you ever bought?
T-shirt? Oh, do you remember the I don't know if I bought it or if somebody gave it to me. Because back in those days we make our own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, markers and freaking white.
I don't even
papers.
remember if any of the bands even sold anything.
I don't think we could afford it back then.
No.
You couldn't.
didn't know
I don't
screen
even think
printing
anybody
was.
sold shirts, so you just made your own.
Yeah.
And the first one I ever got, I remember. Do you remember the one that Johnny Rotten that said "destroy" and had the Swazi and all that fucking West, that European shit, UK shit, or whatever they want to call it. That was the first one I got.
All right.
And I remember it vividly. The reason why I remember it is because we used to clean fish ponds, and that's what like I could get the other punkers jobs cleaning fish ponds, which is really
With a
smelly.
straw, it was really
It
weird.
was smelly and it was fucked, and nobody else would do it except for ugly punkers. So I got
You need your pond cleaned.
me, the Guppy, Knuckles, and then Rudy from the Stains would do it with us every so often. And we cleaned ponds, and I'll never forget, I wore that shirt to a place in Malibu that we were working on, and the owner told me I had to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
I mean, remember there were those old sticker skateboarding is not a crime?
mhm.
I was there for the first round of those. Like that's kind of how we were regarded at the time. So yeah, I get it. Like
Everything
you
was a
can't
crime.
wear that. You can't have that on. You can't do that. We don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But back then, everything was a crime. No, I mean everything.
Well, it's getting
Well,
it's going back to that shit
yeah,
now.
no,
Those woke, like
again, it
unwoke,
is.
anti-white. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it slowly but surely. But yeah, everything was a crime. Especially being punk rock.
Oh yeah,
No bueno.
that was the worst. I mean, you probably remember. I was too young to be there, but like the Hollywood stuff and the cops would show up and like raid shows.
But it's the thing with about being a punk rocker then it's like everybody that drove by you either called you a faggot or a B-52 or what's up Devo or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was that crowd, and the Cholos didn't like you.
Yep.
The Crips didn't like you. The cops didn't like you. The schools didn't like you.
Parents didn't like you. Your uncles and
Parents,
aunts
yeah,
didn't like
parents
you.
were just this
The
can't
local
happen.
priest had a little bit of a thing for you.
Well, yeah, you made it in there.
Uh-huh.
Sure, probably.
That guy over there was on the wrong side of the fucking confessional.
Yeah.
For glory. I'm still
First glory hole he went to,
I'm
huh?
still a little hole sore.
That's probably where the glory hole started.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I guarantee
Because
it.
don't you got to kneel when you go in the confession booth?
Yeah.
I'm not a Catholic.
I
So.
think the glory hole actually started with the Mormons.
Did it?
I don't
they
know,
had
but
a-
I hate the Mormons, so we're just gonna make that up and say it's real.
You can do anything for the hole in the sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to a ghost.
Super
huh?
sacred fucking underwear weird shit.
Speaking of the clown,
The clown?
You get that from the ghost. So anyway, so that was that was kind of my introduction.
So after you got kicked out of high school 18 times, what was your first band?
My first band was actually called the Loners, and we played this place in Arcadia called Roxanne's.
Yeah, I know that thing.
And we did one show. I had two midgets and the bass
Little people?
player. Yeah, it was Sterling and Mike Fox. I think Sterling played drum, Mike Fox played guitar, and then we had a fellow from Arcadia, John Lewis, playing bass. And John was like 6 foot.
I think I know him.
So it was a kind of a weird. We did one show at Roxanne's
How long was that prison sentence?
with that band. It was that show. That was
Yes.
it. Yeah, we had enough from my tuning. I think I went to jail that night.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, it's the night that me and this guy and my buddy Rahu, we call him Rahu, we went to jail
On purpose?
and ended up doing community service at the Arboretum.
Oh my God.
And that's where
I
I
love
got in
that
trouble
place.
for trying to steal a feather out of a
Peacock.
Peacock.
Oh man. Did you
Me
meet
and this
Tattoo?
cholo dude.
Did you meet Tattoo?
No, but we looked for him.
Go
We
to
certainly
11.
looked for him. We know that little fella's around here.
He's got to be.
somewhere.
I mean,
I
they
know
kept
it.
him there. I think they had him in a cage.
He's over there behind them bushes over there. You know he's taking a break.
Like, if you didn't grow up in San Gabriel Valley, you don't know what we're talking about. That's where they filmed Fantasy Island.
Yep. Yep.
And like Tattoo, I think they kept him there for quite a while, like in a little
Mhm.
cage, little
Yeah,
little
it was
people
trippy.
mansion.
It was very, very trippy. So that was my first band. I remember we did a cover of Sham 69. We did Hurry Up Harry.
Oh yeah,
Probably a really, really bad bad version of it.
I actually heard it was the best ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Farrell told you that,
Yeah,
didn't he?
totally did.
Yeah. We played with Deep Fry that night. Probably, he did probably tell you.
Jeffrey Epstein said the same thing.
Oh,
I told you we go funny.
when he tried to get us on the jet.
I don't remember.
And then we tried to do Big O Jet Aerolina.
Oh man, that's a hard one to play.
That was it. Anyway, so that was my first band called the Loners.
All right.
And actually, it's weird that you should mention that because someone actually sent the flyer. So,
Really?
yeah, I have it somewhere. I think I posted it somewhere.
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
We'll make a copy. We'll slap it up on the fucking Gizz's butt.
And I sent it to Mr. John Lewis. I don't know about the midgets anymore. I don't know what happened to them.
Well, I mean, they're probably still short.
A circus came through last I saw.
Carnies.
It's the last.
We got little people at large.
Oh God.
No, these dudes were midgets. You call them little people. If you call them little people, they fight you.
Really?
Call
I
them
would
midgets,
so call little people.
You
then.
call them midgets, and they go EK.
Didn't they start their own band, the Dwarves?
No, that was
Yeah. They ran away with a little band of dwarves.
the Runaway Dwarfs. We're the circus now. How fast can they run?
So after that band, what came up?
I did a little venturing out in the streets for a few years, and I left Hollywood like in '84, and because the Olympics were here, and the police were just brutal.
Yeah, they were.
Especially in Hollywood, it was just fucking brutal. So I got the fuck out, went up north. I had been up there a couple of times. I went and saw a couple of
Giants fan.
yeah, that too. I went and saw a couple of Eastern Fronts, met a bunch of people, and I liked how the scene was going there because here it was getting really violent.
We got violent and also got a little stale. Right?
Yeah. Well, and the cops. I mean, it was a never-ending battle. So I went up there, went up there, stayed in this place called the Vats, squatted one of the Vats for quite a while, and ended up in a band called Condemned to Death. Their singer, I was one night I used to sleep under the desk of the drummer for Condemned to Death. He'd let me stay there. So we were drinking. We had a little plastic turntable, and we were singing Beach Boys songs, fucked up out of our mind. And he's like, "Hey, man, you can sing real good. Our singer just quit. You want to come in the studio and do this album?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it tomorrow." And that's it. That's my first recording.
And then, so from then, you just made millions of dollars a month.
Millions, yeah. And so there was no more sleeping under the table or anything.
You're sleeping on the table.
Now you're on top of the desk,
Yeah.
but paying for it.
I've had other people sleep there,
Yeah.
just to remind me.
I paid
I
women
paid
to
them.
sleep
You slept on the backs of those little people.
And I would literally
Bitch
pay
and
them
hammock.
because I'm so rich. I pay them
Yeah.
because I need to be reminded where I came from.
Your new name is Ottoman.
No, Midget Hammock is actually a pretty good band.
That was. Didn't Keith Morris have a band called Midget something or another?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Midget Fantasy?
No, Midget something or another.
Keith Cullen.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, you got a band Midget
You
something.
can't look down. You're already at the floor.
So, anyways, yeah. So that was my.
Midget hand job.
Yeah,
Midget.
that's it. That's it. Midget hand job.
Midget hand job.
It
We're gonna,
was,
we're gonna
right?
get
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much shit for this.
It was.
We didn't make the word up. But everybody, we're not sorry, but
What, hand job?
no. Yeah, you made that one up.
The priest did.
Mono, yo.
That's
I
not
think
that's not the job
I
they were
think
doing.
it was the Pope, actually. Officially came from the top. Oh, God.
So
Hell is going to be so great with you guys.
So that was my very first recording. So when you hear that Diary of a Love Monster, it's my very first recording. Because Eddie quit at the time, and so they all just kind of took places doing vocals. None of them liked really doing it. And then the next thing you know, I was in the band and doing C2D stuff.
Did you play an instrument?
No, I just sang.
That's an instrument.
Yeah,
No.
You got to tune it.
nah, not really.
Toothbrush.
I'm a
Your
journeyman.
toothbrush.
I was just a journeyman, just cruising around, squatting back, sleeping and eating wherever I can.
Sleeping on midgets.
Next thing you know, I'm in the band. So
There you
that's
go.
exactly how it started.
So really, I mean, like the rest of us, you kind of just fell into it. Like, well, this is my place.
Yeah, and I had people telling me that too, which was trippy, and I never had anybody say that. And then, no, you're 100% right. That's like I had found what I should be doing, or at least that's what I thought. You know what I mean?
I mean, I heard out of step. I basically one of my sisters had a bunch of records when she came home, and she had out of step on my thread. She's like, yeah. I was like, well, let me have it. And I was like, yep, that's fucking it.
Yeah,
and it's like there it is.
I
Like I
mean-
found it. Like that's the thing.
but I mean, like when at our age, like 80, 81 and stuff like that, I would go see the Adolescents play, right? And Tony's my age, and seeing Tony up there all scrawny, little league, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, this is perfect. That's me, man. You know, and then like I said, I hung with Rudy for a long time when he was in the Stains, and that's where I bit a lot of my stuff was from Rudy. Because to me, Rudy was one of the best frontmen at that time. I thought so because he was menacing and he was just, you know, that first Stains album is
Yeah.
That's been a
It's
really
amazing.
big like conversation around on the here lately is like best frontman ever kind of thing, and like Jello. Yeah. Like who's the best frontman you can think of other than what you just
who
said?
do I
I mean,
mean,
honestly,
you have to give a lot of kudos to HR. Just
Yeah.
because, just
He was
because,
fucking insane.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Vocally and style.
that's it. Vocally is
and-
one thing, but like as a frontman, you're interacting with the crowd and you're getting people to fucking do the thing. I hate to say this because his head's already so fucking huge, but he's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
You're fucking phenomenal at it.
I love
we
it.
need to play together, huh?
Yeah.
Closure and
Stiff.
Stiff? Oh my
yeah.
God.
yeah.
But we'll make
Yeah,
it
I
happen.
think we should-
Dude, you're fucking phenomenal
I
at it.
think
Like
we
you guys
should
are
make that
so much fun. Like one of my favorite live shows. I don't know if you guys remember that Redwood show you played. I was like, give me all your shit. I have money.
Oh, that's when we did with Slumlords, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was with someone.
Oh, yeah, slow down. Dude. Slow down, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't sing to
give
that
me the
band.
money. Like, but I mean, it was so much fun to be in a place where the band was so
You guys were
willing to
amazing
interact
that
with the
night.
crowd.
And you're amazing that night.
Was that the
Was
did
it
the
Christmas
Redwood
time,
change the stage?
That was the
yet?
very first night that
Yeah.
they had that
the new
big
stage.
stage. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, Eddie did a brilliant job of that.
I-
Really good job.
Did not want to play that fucking show. And then James sent me a picture the night before. He goes, oh, they made a stage. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. The
When
place
we were-
sucks. And he sent me the picture. I'm all, I'm interested.
Yeah,
When
let's
we
Interesting,
were leaving
yeah.
here for Punk Rock Bowling, you called James, and I had your shirt. I had the Infamous Stiff shirt on. It's like, go!
Oh yeah.
That was that
yeah.
whole moment. I was like, like,
I remember that now.
yeah, like we're married and shit. You want a baby?
Aw.
I'll give you a medal.
Aw, pumpkin.
We need rings or
Um,
matching tattoos.
Yeah, so HRs, I mean, there's, to be honest with you, it's really hard to like knuckle it down because there's some, I mean, you could say Dave Vanian, and it's not that he encapsulates the crowd, it's just his delivery is spot on every single time I've
Yeah.
ever seen him. Joey Ramone was the same.
Oh yeah.
Joey just stood there, but it's, you know what I mean? It's
But here's
Colin
Joey.
from GBH. You
Colin
know,
from
Oh, dude.
GBH too, yeah.
Penny Rimbo, fucking crass.
Oh yeah,
Amazing fucking front man. That guy just like, I'm in it. And he's, I mean, I've hung out with him. He's not even punk. He's just like poet. And just loves fucking hating shit.
you know. And then there's the nuts like HR.
There you go.
He's a nut up there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
those
And
flips.
I love it. Yeah.
And just getting the crowd riled up. And
It's such a fun concept to look like I'm Jim Morrison. It doesn't have to be punk rock. It's just front man.
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Ozzy's not a good front man.
But a great singer. But he was a great singer.
He just did his farewell.
I know. Ozzy, you're a fucking
He is
living god.
Ozzy though. And come on, when you listen to those Black Sabbath
Oh, yeah.
albums, you just go,
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry.
"Who's Steve Perry?"
Fucking Journey?
Oh no,
No.
No,
But you're a fucking Giants fan.
So,
I mean, you've already cut
So you
my
should like
distance.
Journey.
But he's from LA,
No, he's not.
isn't he?
No, he's San Francisco.
I thought he was from LA and went up there and joined him.
No, I think he was.
Now Neil Schoen is good.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would imagine Bjork's pretty good. I've never seen her live.
No, who? That's a tricky question.
But it's a fun one, right? Like you can go down a rabbit hole. Of this.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it.
How about female lead singers?
Anna Nancy Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
I mean,
Dolly Parton.
Fucking Dolly. I love you, Dolly. Please, God,
I
come
mean,
on
if
my
you-
show.
I could tell you who's not, but I'll get in trouble.
I'm not going to talk to you about that. Fuck you, Courtney Love.
Although she's better than the person I'm thinking of.
Oh.
now.
How now, Brown Cow?
We don't want to bag on anyone.
So when you take your, when you pull your vocal cues from, because you have a really interesting style. I played this for people who didn't know your music. Like, who the fuck is this? I'm like,
You know what? I listened, and it's going to sound silly, but I listened to a lot of 70s music,
yeah.
believe it or not. Even
He's
the
gonna say
top
it.
40 stuff, but a lot of the R&B stuff, because
Yeah.
I love Curtis Mayfield, all that. I love the way
Curtis.
they phrase, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that I sound like that. Don't get it wrong.
fucking
people. Don't get me wrong. Settle the fuck down. I'm just saying that I love their phrasing, and even like Gladys Knight, Midnight Train to
Mhm.
Georgia.
oh,
And just dude, it's so. Anyways, I don't, you know, I listen to a lot of that, and a lot of the older punk rock, you know.
Yeah.
I really liked, and that's why we covered them. I really liked Stingray and the Controllers.
Yes.
and with Chaos.
dude.
And I mean, that's why we.
I kind of feel like if Cheap Trick and Iggy had a baby,
And then
it's
there's
kind of
Iggy.
right here.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
definitely Iggy.
that's I mean that's high fucking praise. Like you fucking, it's like what the fuck? You really like, it's on, dude. And there's when I see you live,
there's Iggy and there's everybody after him.
Mhm.
Right.
Iggy-
well, that's
Iggy's
the whole
just-
Cheap Trick tie-in.
Yeah, Iggy's just all by him lonesome.
Oh,
But
well,
if you could get someone like that, yeah.
Iggy
But
definitely had the
that's-
keys to the car.
oh yeah, but that's
We've all
kinda
driven
how
the
I-
car.
Like, that's how when I'm listening to you guys, that's kind of what I hear. Is
Oh, well,
that
thank
like
you.
fucking? It's like Iggy and Cheap Trick. I'm like, and there's enough complexity that Cheap Trick's real and Stooges. Like it comes out, it's like, God damn, these guys are fucking awesome. How did
You guys are fun.
oh
Dude,
god,
like, dude, you watch you guys.
you could
and
be
it's
from
just-
anywhere.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I thank you both. I
Not
don't
him.
really frame. I don't know if I really grab anybody's like shtick when I'm doing it, because I get in my own. You know,
Yeah,
Of course.
when you're doing your
every night's different.
yeah, and you're doing your own thing.
Not what she said.
But I will say though that I did learn a lot from Rudy from the Stains,
Mm.
because if you used to see the old Stains back in the day, Rudy was in people's faces all the fucking time. He looked fucked, and wore them fucking trench coats,
Oh,
and he was a really good frontman, man.
Yeah.
And that's why they kept him.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
your show is so much fucking fun. Where did Infamous Stiffs the name come from? How did you guys get there?
So I think they had the name. The old bass player had the name Infamous Stiffs, and how I got into that band was Gilhooey gave me a call, said, "Hey, come down." I said, "I'll come down if we cover, if you guys can cover the Angels," and so I wanted them to cover "Down on Me," or yeah, I think that's what it is. So they learned that Angels song and went down, and we did it. And I went, "Wow, I can't believe you guys actually did your homework." And it just kind of went off there. And I think names are like drawn out of the hat sort of thing.
Right.
Which one's going to stick? Google,
Right.
make sure no one else already has it.
See, I respect that.
You know what I mean?
I respect that because there's so many bands nowadays where, you know, they start the band, they have a name, and you're just like, dude, there's 15 other.
Yeah, but I
bands.
like that name. No, dude, come
No,
on.
there's so much. Oh, there's so many. I mean, Gizz is my favorite Tijuana Bridge Troll, which is a great name.
That's
for
gonna be
a
my
fuck-
solo band.
That's the thing. Like there are things you can come up with.
That'll be good.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be solo on.
I'm gonna play all the instruments: kazoo, harmonica.
French horn.
Gotta have kazoo.
Where is he playing that from?
Oh, let's talk about that part.
It's a Mexican horn.
Oh, yes, go into the hole.
Gotta have that kazoo too.
I love
On the
kazoos.
little neck thing.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you ever hear the kazoo band from Temple City?
Uh huh.
You did. You've
Oh,
heard
yeah.
of it. Okay.
Oh.
Did you know there's an album?
No, I didn't know there was an
There's
album.
an album?
Yeah, there's a fucking
Holy
album.
shit.
They
They
did an album.
used to do the Rose Parade, the Camellia Parade. Remember that?
That fucking
They were
thing,
in
yeah.
that thing, dude. Fucking,
that
again, you
fucking
got to be
thing.
local and native as shit to fucking remember that thing.
Oh, Lord.
My mom used to work at City Hall.
In Temple City?
Uh-huh.
Really?
And there was a Kaiser right across the street. And I was riding BMX. And I was like, I'm going to do the steps at City Hall. And they're like 22 steps. And that was concussion number like 10.
That's just walking?
No, I was on a BMX bike going, wee, fuck you. But my friend just dragged me into the fucking emergency room at Kaiser across the street.
Really? She worked at City Hall.
She
wasn't
worked at City Hall.
City council.
No, fuck no, she's not that smart.
I hated that fucking parade. You know,
Ugh.
and I hated that fucking carnival too.
Dude,
I hated. You know what else I hated? I hated
every
everybody
white
in
motherfucking
fucking
piece
Temple
of shit.
City.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
did. I fucking
Temple
hated.
City High School sucked.
They hated me, and I hated
Who
them.
the
There was a handful of us, but I hated them. Fuck 'em. I can't believe I went through there today, but I wanted to check it out.
We
you know
fucking
what I mean?
interviewed somebody from there that knows fucking
I'm trying to remember who it was.
like half the
Just a second.
people I know, all the Secooter scene and fucking Christian Jade, fucking Ruben, Robbie, Dick.
Or from Temple City.
I'm on Temple City.
Now, mind you, I lived in St. Gabriel first, and then they kicked me out of that area,
They can't get
You've been kicked out of a lot of places.
and then
We have a
so
lot in
my
common, my
and my
friend.
mom's a single mom at the time too, so she's like, "Fuck," and I was just she's making her pull her hair out, and so she's like, "All right, we're gonna move on the border," so we moved.
Tijuana?
On the Tijuana. She's got to.
You got a good tan, son.
She's got to make money somehow. Anyway, so we moved like borderline. It was it's Broadway and Rosemead.
Oh yeah.
The Hat is on the corner.
Oh
now.
yeah. I love the hat.
And that's why Joe.
I want the
Biden-
hat as a sponsor, dude. We gotta pastrami.
You want everybody
Chili
as a
cheese
sponsor.
fries.
Magnum. Yeah, I want them as a
I don't
sponsor.
want Magnum as a
Do
sponsor.
they have
Bubble
chili
gum,
cheese
yeah.
fries? At the, I'm
Oh,
sure.
they have
Oh,
chili
yes.
cheese pastrami fries with onions and fucking yeah.
Really?
Oh, have you had the wet fries?
Where?
Hey,
Hat?
easy racist.
I don't have a hat.
It's fries with gravy.
Oh, with gravy.
Gravy.
And what's it called in Canada?
Poutine.
Poutine.
Poutine. They put the cheese.
They don't have the cheese curds.
They got to give.
I would
Kroger.
walk. I would just bring my own cheese curds. Like,
Yeah, watch me go Canadian, fucker.
Dude, how about
Love
some
you,
French fries with
Canadian.
refried beans and then like some
no, you just ruined everything.
some
You ruined it all.
queso fresco on top of that.
I would,
Crema.
that's called
And
You
a
have the
crema,
crema.
okay.
carne asada fries.
You
Dude.
can have the fresco, but you have to have the crema too.
Is he new to Mexico?
That shit's
Carne asada
good.
fries?
I should start a cooking show.
Yeah, you should.
What you should do is have when you,
You know
have,
what
You know what you should do?
when you have the guests come out, they'll sample your dish.
Oh, what?
Not only
okay.
do we
Is
have
that
a
a
guest,
double
ladies-
entendre?
Not only do we have a guest, ladies and gentlemen, but this guest is going to sample my new dish.
You know what you should eat?
Yeah. It's
Shit.
happening. It's happening soon.
What are we having today? Nothing. I ain't feel like doing shit.
What did we have Sunday?
Here's some Hubba
we did-
Bubba,
we did fish all
motherfucker. Now
day
shut the
Sunday.
fuck up.
Yeah. Hubba Bubba and sushi.
Bubble gum, that's it.
Hubba Bubba sushi.
There's your bubble.
We got a wedding dress back there you can eat.
Sniff it first.
Really? They were.
Yeah, it
are
was
you
all a bunch
fucking
of
with me?
horrors. No, I'm not kidding. Like you can look it up. It was a real thing. They did that full on sting.
Because they had a shit ton of them right
There,
there.
there was
right?
like 34 or 35 fucking
the
like
whole fucking
wedding
lot.
dress shops, and there was a red light in the back. There was just fucking like basically probably a sex slave track.
You open the door, the dress goes up.
No, it was apparently
the curtain,
normal.
the
Like, a
dress.
lot of the women were literally like kind of slaves. It's fucked up, and that shouldn't happen to fucking anybody except Gizz.
I'm in.
Hold
I got
them
no
down.
shame. No shame in my
Well,
game.
if
Spread
they-
those cheeks.
Yeah, if the chicks were being housed, yeah, that's got to.
Yeah, it was actually a
That's
really
not-
terrible situation. It's fucked up, and there in no way do we condone hurting women.
I mean, I did.
You can
know
hurt
chi-
them, but I will.
But
fuck
I
you
did
up
know
more.
chicks that were hookers. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in hookers. I really like them.
Yes, they do exist.
I have a shirt that says "I heart hookers."
Good night, everybody.
I love sluts.
And I do know. I did know some gals like that was their gig, man.
We're so gonna
And
get
they
canceled.
made money, and
Right.
it's the oldest fucking profession in the world.
Well, that and priesting.
That's why we're not smart like let's say the
Babylonians.
no. Where's the Germans? We
Oh,
went to
yeah,
the red
with-
light district.
Oh yeah.
Hamburg.
In Hamburg,
Oh.
the Reaper Bond.
Yeah,
You
the
did.
Ripper Bond. Yeah. and
Amsterdam,
then there's Amsterdam,
Which-
right,
I've been there.
yeah, I got in trouble.
I didn't even know how to fucking.
I got in
We're gonna
trouble.
get yelled
I
at.
was, I was there in '93. $25 a hole.
So you got fucked how many times?
$75 around the world.
How many times did it get you? I mean, that's how you fund it.
Your math is really bad.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can see 4 from here. We're gonna get ruined.
Scott's like, oh shit, what did I get myself
I'm
into?
done with the. I'm just done with the hooker.
I know we're just done.
But you guys keep going.
But I know I like sluts.
I'm
I love women
I'm
that are
not
just like
offended.
loose.
I got to go back to another punk rock question. All right, favorite Black Flag Black Flag singer.
Des.
I was gonna say there's only really one.
The Chavo's pretty good too.
Anybody before
Ron's good.
I like Dez. I thought Dez was always the best. Well, Dez or Keith.
Keith is a madman.
I like
I like Dez better than
the
anyone
craziest shows. Black Flag shows were with Des.
else. And you got to see him live.
Yeah,
Because you're 100%.
Cuckoo's Nest.
the most insane shows.
Did you see him at the Cuckoo's Nest?
I saw when I went there with Rudy and the Stains, and I think that was Hank's first show. So that was and then maybe there the Northridge show at Northridge, or what's that college out in Northridge? UC Northridge. Anyways, I didn't like. Wow, they named the college after it.
That's the place that it's in.
Yeah, there. But even the Starwood shows were pretty intense. That was the beauty of not just Black Flag, all the shows back then. You just never knew what the fuck was going to happen.
Yep. I think there's
Kick
only
off like
one
that.
band during that era that I was always a little surprised by. It was X. I'm like, they were so much more mellow than everybody else.
But even X. But you have to remember back then, if you go back and you look at the flyers and stuff like that, you had the Go-Go's playing with the Germs and stuff. All different bands of different type of music were playing with each other. It wasn't all like hardcore. You know what I mean? It got the front row mags and fucking. It's like that now. I think the only persons that kind of don't do it is Punk Rock Bowling, really, because they kind of sprinkle in different types of
different genres.
Yeah, and then
like ska, the greatest music ever.
Do you like ska?
No comment.
Fuck off.
I hate
I
it.
do. I mean, who doesn't like Lip Up Fatty?
Fucking dude,
Lip
Bad
Up
Manners.
Fatty, Lip Up Fatty, and the specials. I mean, I like the older ska. I'm not familiar with the newer ska. I will say this. So, can I tell you a story about a ska
Please,
story?
God, do it.
I was in a band.
Oh,
called,
look at the time.
Oh, you can read a watch?
It circles in Mike Ness. So
Oh, definitely. We run out of time.
I was in a band called Electric Frankenstein. We got one Warped Tour show in Philadelphia, and we went and played it. And I think Social Distortion was headlining that year. And then me and the Electric Frankenstein guys and Mike Ness, and he had this other buddy with him. We played at the other side of the fucking parking lot, right? So we had to walk all the way down there. And all I remember Mike saying, if I hear one more fucking ska band, I'm going to fucking kill somebody.
I will fight him.
But the way he delivered it and the way he said it, because right behind us in the background was a ska band playing. And you look at him when he says it, and he's dead serious. Like, I want off this fucking tour, man.
I would pay good money to fight Mike
ska.
Ness bare knuckles in a parking lot wearing a codpiece.
He's a good fighter.
I will fuck him up. He's such a little prick.
He's a good fighter.
No, he's not. He never met me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Irish.
Ness isn't that Irish?
I don't know what the hell.
Michael
Nobody knows
Ness,
what he
right?
is.
It's Irish.
Michael Ness?
Loch Ness. It's Scottish.
Oh yeah, he's fucking,
He's Scottish.
He's Nessie the bitch monster.
So he's Scottish.
No, he's a puss. Apparently, he has a giant dick though. That's a whole other story.
So when does Hollywood Hate come into the picture in your career?
Well, before Hollywood Hate, I was in Verbal Abuse for 12 years. So I did Verbal Abuse.
We never lived together.
I did Verbal Abuse, Electric Frankenstein.
That was domestic.
And then I moved back from New York to California and started up Hollywood Hate with Pat Mack, Pensacola Bob, Susie, and Dave Marriott. And that's who was in the band at first. Yeah. So that was 99, I want to say, 99, 2000.
And you guys only did one record?
One record, yeah.
And who produced it?
Michael
God
Rosen.
Fucking damn it.
Michael Rosen.
Michael Rosen.
No, we did a single too, but he did the single as well.
He's a fucking badass.
He also redid Rocks Your Liver for me as well. He re-EQ'd that for me.
Oh,
Yeah, Michael can pull the best out of things.
Yeah.
he's
Because he was doing
brilliant.
everything with Grand Theft Audio. At the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
too.
Pookie Muscleheads. Fucking
Yeah.
label.
Pookie Musclehead. Is that,
Yeah.
what was that guy's name?
Pookie Muscle. I can't remember what his fucking real name is. I never called him by his real name.
John Smith.
No.
He was a trippy dude. Michael. No, call him
Yeah,
Michael.
yeah.
Michael will remember. He did a shit ton of work for him.
All that agnostic front stuff.
All that shit.
Yeah, I
RF7.
love the AF
And
stuff.
he
All
had
the
to stop
hardcore.
because he was actually stealing people's shit.
Yeah.
He reissued the Condemned to Death stuff too.
Uh,
Can't Kill a Bat Rat.
We get the, or can we cue the thing?
Yeah, can we do a thing?
Well, I'm going to introduce it first. So you guys got a new EP coming out.
It's out.
All right, it's out. And you did a song for a friend who's passed.
Right. We did a song called Lone Soul. And a good friend of mine, Max Bozeman, passed away recently from cancer. He's like one of my good friends. And having conversation with him right before he died helped me finish writing the lyrics for this song.
Yeah.
So this it's like one of our moodier songs that we've written. So the emotions, it's moody and then it gets angry, and that's kind of the emotions that you go through when you're,
Yeah.
see the writing on the wall. And there's a little part in there where I say, can you break me off a little more? Actually, I say it a lot. And that was him telling me that, because he had his little girl, and he's like, I just want some more time.
Yeah.
I just want a little bit more time.
We're gonna cue up the intro of the song just so you can hear it, because it's very different from what you guys have done.
Yeah.
But I want to hear the intro, so cue it whenever you want to go. It's beautiful. It's really well written. Or not. We're doing our best here, and I actually asked you guys. No, that's all right. Everybody go look that up and listen to the song. It's really beautiful. It's a really well done
If you can,
song.
put the link in the comments.
We just
Please.
we
Say
Please.
please. Fucker.
I'm the producer.
You're nuts.
we just released that Friday,
Uh-huh.
4th of July.
I know.
And with the wonderful Mr. Nathan Cox, who came into the studio with a couple of cameras. No one knew what they were doing, and that's what we came up with.
He took a picture of my ass for Bourbon Saints.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a unicorn
beautiful.
tattoo on my
Got a
butt.
lily white ass up in there.
Now I got a unicorn tattoo on my butt.
Ah,
Are
pumpkin.
you guys gonna press that on vinyl?
No,
Why not?
because we're still sitting on vinyl from the last album. Listen, I'm going to be just honest about vinyl. I love it. I know people that love it, and I know there's those diehards and stuff like that. But we spent a lot of money on our own damn recording and shit like that, and then you got to turn around and everything we're doing DIY. There's no one backing us. This is all over them. So we decided to do EP 6 songs, and there's a reason we did only 6 instead of 13. We have our reasons for that too. So, anyways, we did the EP. We're just going to release it digitally, and we're going to go back in and we're going to do another 6 songs, and then we'll decide if we want to put it out on vinyl or not.
Gotcha.
On a full length.
I mean,
We're
I
doing
love
the same
10 inches. Like that's like
I
the
bet
10
you do.
You wouldn't even know what 10
You
inches
don't
look
say.
like.
You know what? The thing is he could have said, I love 7 inches, but he went with 10.
Oh yeah. Like if it
But he
doesn't
was
hurt,
thinking
he ain't
12.
trying. Well, Gizz doesn't know what 7 inches looks like for his whole life. Yeah, tennis records are really fucking fun. I mean, we have our sponsors, we like people to hang out, but this, like, I feel you. Like, this costs money to do this. We're not making any money off this shit.
You remember when we did our first album, COVID hit, and we had to fucking, I think we got it pressed in fucking Milwaukee or something like that, or somewhere in the Tennessee hills next to a moonshiner, and the artwork was done because you couldn't do it anywhere. They were either closed down or people were telling you 18 months turnaround.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that. And then we went with, his name is Lucky something or another in Milwaukee. I'm sorry, bro, but it's his Lucky something or another. He's in Milwaukee, and he hooked us up with the people, the hillbillies in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then the dude that did our artwork or put the sleeve together and all that good stuff in Florida, where it was a reasonable cost. And the turnaround was, people were blown away by the turnaround.
Yeah. That's one of the fun parts. Like, having a record press in here, we can turn around fast. That's just a question. But like, if somebody wanted to buy merch from you guys right now, where they go and buy the fucking merch, because I'm buying an album.
We have a website. We're not web people, so you can go in there and you can buy it. If it doesn't work, just email us. The email's right there, and we'll figure it out old school style. And we'll have you pay through Venmo or some shit like that. So we are kind of up on it, or Zelle, whatever the fuck they call it.
Oh, wow. Look at
Zelle, look at you. That's
Two of
us as one syllable world.
We're anti-PayPal.
No. And I know all this is because my wife does vendoring and street vendoring. So Old Punk Trunk, go check that out, folks.
There you go.
That's
one
and
of the
she
things
had
we
to get all
stand
that
on.
shit together.
We want everybody to fucking get some dollars out of everything that we can promote, you know.
Yeah, you can go to our website and
What is the website?
infamousstiffs.com and get it from there. We'll set up some other shit so it's easier for you, I suppose.
You guys got all your merch up there, t-shirts and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
t-shirts, the LP. We still have a different color of vinyl. I think we have a little bit of the red left.
I want the reds.
We have Cosmic, which is like all kinds of color, and solid white. And I think we have some black ones left.
That's
Some,
racist.
not much. So, yeah, you can just go to the website. And then, of course, we have CDs. And you know what's weird is we press CDs just to have CDs. But let me be quite honest with you, the CDs sold more than the LPs did.
I've been saying that to our label as well.
What's the cost difference?
a lot? Fucking $22.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like a fully printed album, like a fully pressed 12-inch album, arts and like electronic wraps, it should be around $20 cost.
20 plus
And what's a CD?
per unit at
$10.
$1 to manufacture.
Oh, to manufacture.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're $20.
Yeah.
$20
I'm
for an
not.
LP.
Somebody else is.
Yeah, 18 plus is what you're paying per unit
Yeah.
to press vinyl right now.
$18 fucking dollars.
Mhm.
Oh, see, that's why we didn't do
I
vinyl.
mean, I don't blame you. I if
mean,
you're
we
gonna
did
do
it-
it, I want to own it.
Ours was half that.
Back
COVID.
So 25 years ago. No, 5 years ago.
20.
My math is really bad just
Way
now.
off, dude.
Well, you know, I drink a lot.
Yeah, but it went up 50%. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we may do a 7-inch, and because 7 inches are fun. You know what I
That's a
mean?
good-
Those start
and
off
those are
about
like
15 right now.
15.
No, I think it's 7 inches, about half that.
Let's see. We rewind this a little bit, but not about that 7-inch thing.
What if
go get the damn digital? And let me tell you another thing. And I say this at every one of our shows too. Go to Bandcamp.
Yeah.
It helps us out the most, and it's, to be honest, it's the only thing that we see anything from, and it ain't much.
Yeah,
And
Spotify is a rapist of fucking human being website bullshit crap.
Yeah.
And that's because of fucking Lars, you dick.
Ulrich, not
That's
Armstrong.
but
I don't give a fuck which one.
No, Lars.
I think it's probably
Fredrickson.
Chris Long's fault, but
but yeah, you know, you digital, and then we'll figure it out. And I
Like even cassettes are making a comeback.
yeah,
right,
I don't like
manufacturing.
cassettes. I don't like cassettes.
I love cassette. I have so
What
many.
are you gonna
I-
fucking play a cassette on, though?
Some
Cassette
people
player?
still got it. People our age still got their
I have my
cassette players.
Tascam 4-track.
I mean, I have one. I
I
don't even know if it works.
have a buddy who still does the whole fucking cassette thing. He's like, yeah, dude, cassettes are coming back. I'm like, really? You listen to them? No, dude, I just make CDs out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you can buy the fucking CD.
Or I burn them into MP3.
Yeah.
That's the fun part. Like people like they got the laser thing for vinyl, where you can just record it digitally off the vinyl and never touch it. Like, but I'm
I might
gonna put that
fuck
away.
everybody up and just do 8 tracks.
I want to
Oh, dude,
ruin the
we've been
vinyl.
joking about that. If we can find it, I want to.
I want to ruin the
I wanna
vinyl,
do
man.
an
I want
8-track.
somebody to find my vinyl collection when
I just
they
want to hear
find me
one of
dead.
my songs cut in half, and then you got to go to track 3, and then it plays the rest of the song.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
back in the day?
Yeah.
That used to
Oh,
piss
yeah.
me off about 8-track.
Do you remember? You guys remember the hidden track? Fucking Good Riddance did it on the Red Album with the Bombs on. Like, it's like, okay, I'm waiting. I know it's in it. Come on, fuck. There's no way to get. You just gotta sit.
I got
2.5 minutes.
2 stories about bonus tracks. In 1994, Bad Town Boys did our vinyl in Germany, and we had a bonus track on there. It was like, it's just gonna be a hidden track, on the record, just on the vinyl,
Very, very
not on the
quiet.
CD. And then we got the vinyl pressing first show in Europe. Like, yeah, and I flipped the fucking album over. 12 tracks, number 13, hidden track.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, that's just totally.
Not so hidden.
Yeah. But in CDs, what I loved about CDs is
Didn't put it on there.
if you put a CD on, and as soon as it starts, you push rewind, it'll rewind, and at 0, it starts going negative, and that's where you can put a hidden
Yeah.
track.
Oh,
It's
sneaky,
kind of cool, man.
sneaky.
You
Yeah,
can
so
do that in
that's
digital format.
I
an
remember-
actual fucking hidden track.
I remember that band Nirvana's album just came out. Never mind. My buddy worked at Rough Trade in San Francisco. He gave me the CD. I was getting hammered. I think it was by myself too. Put the CD on. Oh, this is great. It just came out. And then I think I nodded off towards the end of it or whatever. And then they have that hidden, and it was on like 20.
Yeah.
And I was completely
You're
drunk,
like,
crashed
"Wham!"
out, and just wide-eyed, like, whoa, fuck, that was loud. Yeah. so-
And back then too, when some bands would do a hidden track, the last song would come in, and then the next track would come on. And you're like, okay, this is track 14. What the
There's
fuck's going
nothing
on?
there.
There's nothing there.
It just
20 minutes later,
Yeah.
fucking a song
That
would
was
hit.
that was Good Riddance did that. I mean, there was No Use for a Name.
It-
Black
or you
Wagon.
could just fuck up. You could fuck up everything too, like we did on our first run of our CDs. The song titles weren't the songs that were playing on the CD. They're all over the place. I think we sold maybe about 30 of those are out and about.
That's
They're
awesome.
They're the completely.
And that's
In
what they're
fact,
going to
and then
stiff.
some internet DJ or something got one, and he's like, "This song's called Get It Straight," and it's Freak Parade or something like that.
Which
instead.
is honestly one of my favorite songs in the universe right now. Freak Parade is amazing.
We actually brought that over from Hollywood Hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Hollywood Hate
Okay.
song.
That's so fucking good.
We left a lot of material on the floor. I think with this band, we're also going to do another song. We're kind of debating whether we're going to do it or not because it's super. It yells, it screams, almost DB type. It's called When Pigs Become Hogs because of the atmosphere and stuff like that. And now I think maybe we should just play it live. And everybody's like, well, then let's just record it. So we'll see.
What's your most memorable show?
Memorable.
Playing and or watching?
Watching it like anytime Motorhead played.
Oh.
And memorable is when we played with Motorhead.
Oh, you guys played Motorhead?
Yeah, we played us, Holy Terror, and Motorhead at the Omni up in Oakland. My favorite
Sound
show
that a
that we
baseball
ever
team?
played, though, it had to have been the first time we went to Europe, or I think it was the second time we went to Europe. It was us and Agnostic Front on tour, and we rolled up to the SO36, and
I love
we
that
were
place.
an hour and a half late. And all the kids from the show just started grabbing cymbals and guitars and bags to get us in there as fast as they could so we could play and it wouldn't have to shut down. Because I think the train stopped running at a certain time or something gets cut off. So they were jamming and we had like 30 kids jamming in there with all our shit so we could go in there and play.
Was it like a Saturday night? Because maybe Sunday everything was closed or something.
Maybe, yeah. And
Like
there was
Easter, I know they do that.
and the place was packed to the guild and the place just went fucking ballistic. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, I don't think there's any describable way to say that, having been on stage a little bit, probably not nearly enough because I'm a fucking badass. But when you do see a crowd like explode over you being there, that thrill, that dopamine response, that like everything's like, fuck yeah, you know.
You got that during the show? Usually it's like after. Like, yeah, they're done.
No, I don't have a gap in my teeth.
The trippiest thing we ever did is we thought we were fucking with the punk rockers right when we were recording the live album. So we did the Vibrators, Baby Baby, and we thought it would bum the punkers out. And we were in Berlin, Germany. I can't remember the place where we were recording.
KOB?
No. I can't remember.
Wild at Heart?
We played Wild at Heart, but it was this other place. The Frank?
Gizz Glory Hole?
Not the Frank. Anyways, we thought we're going to bum the punkers out by playing Baby Baby, a mellow song. Verbal Abuse is up there playing Baby Baby. What the fuck? And then we go into it and we start playing it, and they instantly knew what song it was. And then all of a sudden we had like 800 people singing the song.
Yes.
It did the complete opposite.
Backfired on you.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Yeah, let's fuck with the crowd. Oh shit, they're with us.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing, the difference between an American audience and a European audience. They're so into like everything. They're so loyal to punk rock.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, all the arts.
Yes.
All the arts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at us. What are we loyal to?
Nothing. Not even ourselves.
I have loyalty to nothing.
That's what
And
punk rock really
nobody.
is. Like, you know, when people ask you who your favorite band is, you go, I don't fucking know how to say that.
Yeah. I don't.
I do.
Do you have a favorite band?
Well,
One
sucks.
favorite band.
Doughboys.
Okay, that's okay. I was,
Really?
Yeah.
If you
Doughboys.
said Kiss, I was going to go over.
If you were going to die, that would be on your record player.
Yeah.
You want to hear
Home
that
Again.
on your way out.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I mean, so in
I have
Greenfields,
songs.
Big Joe Car in Greenfields is very, very near and dear to my heart because it was such an emotional time for me and getting kicked out of my house forever. But I can't say that there's like one. There's so fucking many. Yeah, and every once in a while it comes on. You're like, 4th of July, my ex, and I'm not even a big X fan. I'm like, but I love that fucking song. You know.
You know what I hate when people say is I hate what's your guilty pleasure. I don't have any guilty pleasure. I don't feel guilty about nothing.
In
I just
high
listen to
school, like The Cure. I loved them, and
Fuck
I
yeah.
would be like, I never told anybody until I was in my my mid-20s, and
Yeah,
late
but that's-
20s.
but that's- I think
killing an
his-
Arab and shit. Like, I mean, people.
Like,
Dude.
They would crumb on you for liking The Cure.
I don't know. I just never wanted to admit it because it was just like
You weren't playing it
You
one
have to
day
have
and
two
somebody
balls.
busted you.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, I was
I'm like Journey Escape is one of my favorite
working at
albums.
a screen print shop.
I know it's really weird, right?
Yeah.
You know, The Cure.
Listen, I just listened to Shuggy Otis on the way here.
dude. I fucking love Macy Gray.
Strawberry 23.
Boom, Curtis Mayfield.
Nowadays,
Huge.
I don't give a fuck. Like I've said this fucking a million times now that in the last 12 years, I would say I don't have favorite bands anymore. I like songs. I'm a fan of songs.
I'm a fan of an
It
album.
doesn't matter.
There was a time when albums were written in continuity and perpetuity, and they meant I think like if you listen to Superfly,
Yeah.
the whole thing means something. If you listen to Superstition, the whole thing means like look, there's a whole thing around it.
Back
and,
back in the day when we were making music
prove it.
on cassette or on vinyl, you had to play the whole. You put the needle down or you push play, and it had to play everything in its entirety. When the digital age came, you could skip. You could do shuffle, and nothing like if you had a concept record and everything had an order or there was a story. Now you could just take the
The
story.
Clash's
apart.
first album would never have been the Clash's first album if they had that ability. That album existed because that's how it got built. And Metal's got his hand up in the air.
Right.
He's got armpit hair.
The fall of storytelling in albums is partially a result to ghostwriters.
Technology. No, it's
Ghostwriters?
technology.
Yeah, people who get paid specifically
To-
to write songs arbitrarily
I-
release them out.
Well, I
That's
think
technology.
I think in the 70s and possibly the 80s, yes.
You would
When
be
the 90s
surprised. You would, I'm sorry. You would be
Don't ever apologize,
surprised
Jim.
what is ghost written and what isn't ghost written.
Mm-hmm.
That's I you know what I mean? And does it ruin the story? No, because I think that song that's ghostwritten is literally handed to the person who wrote that song to that specific person.
Right.
Because I think you can deliver this song better than anybody fucking else, even myself.
There's three.
You know what I mean?
There's three specific ghostwriters, starting with Prince. He handed songs to people ad nauseum, going, I think you can do this better than I can, but I love the song. Bruce Springsteen, he wrote Hungry Heart for the Ramones, not for himself. His manager said, no fucking way, and it charted 6 weeks later. And then there's a wonderful woman who I've met once in the past. She is the most decorated woman in Hollywood as far as music goes, Diane Warren. She wrote more songs than you will ever fucking believe. You can look her up. She wrote Aerosmith's fucking last 4 albums.
It's an interesting question. And obviously, and really, if you're really into fucking music and shit like that, really into it, and you're just, you know, not watching YouTube and the infamous Stiff's new video, and you're
Which
really
you always
into
should
it,
do.
no, dig into that, because there's some really interesting shit out there that'll make you go, wow,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It's fucking
You know?
amazing. When I met Diane Warren, I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, look, in my house. I was like,
I mean, a
holy-
lot of
she has Grammys lining her entire fucking house. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like,
a lot of the Motown shit.
oh, dude,
You know what I
99%
mean?
of it.
You know what
Buffalo
I mean?
Springfield did not write Watch This Sound.
Right. And Marvin Gaye. I mean, it just goes on. I
Simon
can't
and
think of the
Garfunkel
song.
stole. Everybody stole, and a lot of them stole from places that you would not expect.
Yeah.
I said, you're alone on a desert island, get one record. What is it?
Ooh. Front to back, and I can listen
One
to it
record.
over and over and
Yep.
over.
That's all you got.
I'll pass. You go first.
Well, I've been asked this
We've already
question
done
many
this.
times. Home again.
We already
know.
Bad Boys. Home again.
Either
Bad
the
Boys.
river or Nebraska.
Fuck, see, I don't have like. There's
It's
so
okay
many-
not to,
There's so
but it's an interesting question, right?
yeah. And it depends. I'm trying to think of an album that can like make my mood
It
on
has
an
the heat.
island dip and
I mean,
go
the
up.
harder they
and
come
dip
comes to
and go up.
mind.
That's yeah.
And that's not a bad one because there's multiple. Like you're on an island.
And I was just listening to that on the way.
No
here, too.
shit.
Yeah.
See, he fucking likes good music. Gives you a dick.
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't think that's
It's
an
a
island
hard one.
because that's already that'll make you really feel like you're an island.
Well,
But
yeah, but like I mean, Nebraska. I'm just gonna sit in the middle of the island and cry, look for shade. The
Look for
river,
shame.
shade.
Oh,
You know,
I don't know, man. I don't.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, I don't think I can answer that question
It's not gonna last long because of sand. We're gonna ruin your record player real quick.
because
and you're playing on a coconut.
I'm also biased on what I just heard too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because everything I listen to, I like. I'm not listening to some shit.
Okay, so
I
that
will tell you this though. Before we venture wherever we're venturing, there is a sleeper band out there that everybody is sleeping on,
Gimme,
and they're
gimme,
from
gimme.
Phoenix, Arizona, and they're called Scorpions versus Tarantulas.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And people are sleeping on this band, and I don't know why. For years, they've done nothing but good fucking music, man.
once
And
again,
now-
what is it?
Scorpions
versus
versus
Tarantulas.
Tarantulas.
Okay.
And she's probably one of the best front women, I think.
Have you heard about the Baboon Show
Oh,
from
I
Sweden?
used to play them on my radio show
fucking good.
like 12 years ago. We fight in the night in the bushes.
Yes.
And Gareth, I love that band.
Do you
You'll
re-
never see him come down.
Well,
No.
they were supposed to play Punk Rock Bowling this year,
They-
and then
X'd
They
out.
could care less
Yeah.
whether they come here or not.
Do
They're
you re-
doing so fucking well
It's so
in
awesome.
Europe right now that why deal with like
Yeah.
the hassle that you may get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some visa bullshit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Some visa bullshit. The current administration can fuck itself in the face as fucking hard as it can.
yeah.
Anyways,
it's
not to venture into politics, but
it's a killer. But you're right though. That's a good fucking band, and she's
so
good.
good.
And you know what's weird is I was just thinking about this today. You know, they're huge. They're blowing up. They do all these huge festivals and shit like that. And their guitar player quit. I don't know why he quit, but they have another guitar player, and it seems like they're getting bigger.
oof.
And I always wonder if he like looks and goes.
So new music.
But
What
there
do
may
you-
be a legitimate. You know what I mean?
So new music. What do you have that's kind of on the horizon coming up doing that you've seen? What's some new stuff?
I like a band. There's a band called Upchuck. I like them.
know them.
Scorpion versus Tarantula. I really like them. What else?
Not Foreclosure. They're kind of
Machine 85,
Hmm.
but they're more of a rock metal type
Doesn't have
tinge.
to be punk rock. Anything.
I
Be
know.
jazz.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no. What else? What else is new that I was grooving on?
You're probably one of the first guests we've ever had that actually has
Answered that
answered
question. Most people are like, I don't know.
And
I like
especially
Martha.
being, our age and
No, he's older than we are.
Oh,
You know.
and fuck, what are they called?
Chato and the Patos.
They're kind of poppy. They're really fucking good. They're playing right now. They're playing out. I want to say Nerve something. Bad Nerves.
Oh, Bad Nerves. Bad Nerves are fucking awesome, dude.
I love their energy. Their songwriting's good, kids. That's a good fucking band.
That keeps coming up. So I have like a new punk mix on Spotify, and they keep coming up. I'm like, all right, fucking, let's go. All right, let's go. All right. At first, I'm like, now I'm like, these guys are fucking really good.
Yeah, really good. Fun, good energy.
Yeah.
And a lot of
And I mean, the whole ideology behind like punk rock's like fucking aggro women. It's not the fucking thing, man. It's just fucking doing your own goddamn shit, right?
yeah. I'll fuck all that gatekeeping shit. Don't tell me about your fucking journey and what it is, and I don't need to hear it. Been hearing it for 40 fucking years, man.
Yeah,
I don't need
I
to hear
want
it no
everybody to
fucking
have
more.
it. And Gizz, we started on this premise, and I was like, well, so and so isn't this, so and so isn't that.
But it means different to you than it does to
But
him.
no,
than
he
it
changed
does
my
to her.
mind.
And it does, you know what I mean?
He changed my mind. Like if Blink 182 leads you to Green Day, leads you to Guttermouth, leads you to fucking Total Chaos, and then GBH,
Mhm.
well then fucking mission accomplished, right?
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't,
Yeah.
you're still not listening to fucking Beyonce or fucking some of the bullshit that like exists. Like when people say R&B, you can't say R&B.
Like
to
what?
me.
Like for instance, even that band. What are they called? They're Canadian. Some
41?
I mean, they wrote some good fucking
They're
songs.
good.
Man. How can you
They're
not?
fucking great.
Joey Ramici, who we were talking about earlier, it was like when they first started, hitting it big, and he's like, dude, I'm a huge fan. I was like, really? Why? Like they're a punk band, but they have like a lot of metal roots.
Yeah.
And he pulled out some magazines. He goes, yeah, check that out. And they were like, oh, so where your influence? One of them, Jughead's Revenge. I was like, that's the only reason you like them, fucker.
You know what? Joey really liked Jughead's Revenge.
But it like
Yeah, I mean, you have to give anybody who fucking does it credit. You put your balls on the line, you went out there and you did it. There's credit involved in that no matter what. Even if it's not what everybody else likes.
if
Fucking
you're
do
writing
Juggalos.
killer songs, memorable songs, to me, I think that's what it's all about.
Did you leave it a lasting moment on the world? Like for me, Infamous Disc.
Well, did you leave a lasting moment, and did it not necessarily change the person's life, but did it bring a smile on a person's face, even for 5 minutes or a 3-minute song?
Mhm.
Did that person smile when they listened to the tune, or did the person not smile and actually get some feelings from it? You know what I mean?
But what I think is more important, and you are guilty of this, is as soon as when you walk off that stage, you give everybody that time. If somebody comes up and goes, "Hey, bro, you guys did killer," you'll give them that 2 minutes.
have
You'll give them that 10 minutes. You'll give them 20 fucking minutes. Because in all reality, if it's not for them, you can't
Wait,
do
after
it.
you guys got off stage, the Red Widow's like, give me the fucking shit. Here's the goddamn money.
Yeah.
You guys are like,
I remember that.
what the fuck? I'm like, just give me the stuff.
But a lot of times too, because I do the merch, so I'm like up there, before performing.
Sweating your ass off.
Yeah, leaving it all on the stage, hopefully, you know what I mean, and then running over the merch booth. I mean, everybody, I know you've all
having problems breathing, sweating your balls
and then everybody
off.
and their mother's all, "Hey man, what's up, man?" And your head's spinning, and you're all blah blah blah. I don't know nothing.
Okay,
man.
Okay, they just bought $18 worth of shit. They gave me 20. How much do I owe them?
Exactly.
I just threw fucking $100 at them and give me your stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, but I
give
gave
a
you
shit.
change.
Nope,
You did?
I don't want change.
Oh,
You
that's
busted
right.
your fucking balls again out
That's
here.
right. You didn't want
You
change.
killed
Yeah.
yourself to get out here. You know what? My
But I
$100.
think I argued with you.
You
for a
did
minute.
argue with me. You're like, no.
No,
I'm like,
no.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Take my goddamn money. Shut up. Thank you for being up on stage.
Mm.
That effort is
That's
immeasurable.
the one thing that I can respect about
The
that.
only thing, really,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
other
about it.
than
That's about it,
I
dude.
let you in the room and don't shoot you a lot.
Is that he does when a band, he hears a band, he sees a band, and he's just like, fuck, dude, they're amazing. Phew. He's over there at the merch booth and he's just buying everything and every day. And he just,
You have
You're
to.
not the same way.
I don't.
No, he's broke as fuck.
If you play with a band that you had no idea what they sounded like, and then all of a sudden that band played and blew your fucking mind.
If I
you
have
working on
money,
getting-
if I have money, yes, I
Alright.
will. But a lot of the times when I'm playing a show, you know, a band will be like, "Oh, dude, you guys are fucking amazing," and then we just trade shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
you know,
Well,
so
because
I
you don't
really
have to trade. That's bartering.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a band going up on stage and sucking because you put the fucking effort into it. You don't suck. It may not have appealed to me. I'll probably still buy a sticker, a pin, or a T-shirt, regardless, because you know what? You fucking made the effort to get here.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair. And I think that's a real
there
thing.
are those bands that, you know, especially in the years that we've been playing, and you know, usually it's an opening band, and they go up there and they think they're hot shit,
Oh
and then
God.
before the show you see them sound check, and you're just like, dude, like get over yourself, you know, just get your fucking shit done. Let the next band sound check. You know, what are you being up there for a fucking hour for? You're the opening band. You know, line check for God's sakes. You know, or a band that plays a show.
Okay. So
And
Oh,
they
no,
take the
no,
money.
I want to hear this. This I want to hear.
okay. This is out live too.
Dude, fucking come on, dude.
No, it's not. It's
No edits.
It's not that big of a deal. My thing is, like, look, I'll be honest. We're not a headlining band. We don't have
You should be.
headlining material because it's only been out for a couple of years. But we're not a headline band. My philosophy is though, and I don't, you know, because we don't have like the hits that people want to stick around here, right? 30 minutes you're off.
Go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get it go. You have 5
Because I'm
songs.
telling my theory, and tell me if I'm wrong, people, if you can chime in or whatever, or tell me I'm full of shit. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't
But I
have
think
any
people's
comments.
attention spans after 30 minutes is kind of gone.
I mean, dude, when you're in
And you
that
start one-
position,
and then it's kind of like you're hearing yourself.
that's
You know
the
what I mean?
front man needs to interact with the crowd. You got 5 songs, go.
Yeah.
That's how that works. Like you got
How
5
long has your band been together? Let's say Infamous Sip. How many years?
5 years now.
5 years. How many songs have you guys written,
We
recorded?
got 2.5 albums.
No, 1.5.
Is it 1.5?
Yeah. So about 18 songs.
18 songs. Better than being together for 20 years and having 6
Yeah, but
and thinking you're hot shit.
Yeah,
I'm not getting involved in that argument. That's something you have to deal with yourself.
to be honest with you, when I did this band right here, I kind of told myself, and I have 1 record left. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
And that's what and then I did the Infamous Stiff one, and then I got a couple of my really good old friends, Troy and Dave Bach, playing with me and Mark now, and it brought a whole different atmosphere and like a camaraderie that we hadn't had before. And now I want to write more music because it's like
fun.
you said, it's fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. If it's not fun,
Yeah.
why the fuck are you doing it?
Yeah.
And if you're in a band and you're having fun and someone takes it away from you, then fuck it.
Yeah.
Go somewhere
You
else
gotta
and
move
have
on,
fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And then for being in multiple bands do at the same time too. Like what the fucking shit is that? You know, like
How many
you know,
Gizz, how many bands have you been thrown out on the same day? The same day.
the same day never.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
I've been in almost 70 fucking
I
bands.
know they threw
Yeah.
all one day.
And
Um,
I love playing music. I love being on stage. I love recording. Recording, I think, is the most important thing about being in a band. You need to fucking
It's a
archive
record.
that
It's a
stuff,
fucking record,
you know?
And that's what we're doing here. Is still we're creating a record of the people who fucking give a shit about. Like when remember the tunnel thing with LA Slumlords?
Mhm.
You were like, hey, this fucking we were hanging out. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Like that was that weird moment. Like, all right, fuck it, I don't want to do this, but here we are, and now I'm having fun.
Mm.
And that's being a good front man. That's being a good dude and just fucking throwing it out there.
It's that you know, look, man, you only live once.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You can be in your shell and be a cool guy and do whatever the fuck. And you know what I mean? But telling you, you go out and you touch. Come on, man, let's go be in this picture. You know what I mean? They're shooting for the photo, or what? You know, just fucking.
Or even when you get off that stage and you're just like, dude, I just need a couple minutes, dude. I'm fucking frying, dude. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I've just given everything I got, and it's like, dude, can I get a picture? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know, fuck yeah.
And that is something that I do. Like, I'm not a professional musician at all, but like, he's really good at that. You've been really good at that too. It's like, all right, let's do this thing, and you give that leaving everything on stage and then giving more beyond that is an admirable quality.
I think of gigs as more or less like gatherings.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Everybody's gathering around. You're all everybody's with their friends, and look, they're going to perform, whether it's a band or a comedian or whatever. You know what I mean? And so it's a gathering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can call it a gig, whatever the fuck. I think of it as a gathering.
Mhm.
You know, out in the woods. I mean, you can plug into a generator and you got a fucking real gathering
Yeah.
with a motherfucking campfire.
Yeah, you're I know where you're at. Do you know Cheapskate Jackson?
Cheapskate Jackson. No.
God damn it! I gotta get them in here.
And they're Cheapskate Thompson.
No, that's me. Yeah, Cheapskate paid for this Thompson. Cheapskate Jackson and the Larry Bombs.
Oh, Larry Bombs. Fuck yeah.
That's the same
It's a
band.
band.
Oh,
They're in
Cheapskate
Eagle Rock.
Jackson. They're what?
Cheapskate Jackson. That's a band.
And they're from
Eagle
here?
Rock.
Eagle Rock.
Oh, Eagle Rock.
Uh huh.
Eagle Rock.
All right, I'm gonna make the
house.
connection because they have a skate ramp and a barbecue and a stage in the backyard.
Oh, they do?
Oh yeah. And Friday night, like, "Bruh!"
Those are fun to play.
Oh, it is.
Those
It's-
are fun to play.
Dude, those guys are
And
fucking awesome.
if I was still drinking and stuff, they're really fun to take acid at too.
Well, okay, you said drinking. You didn't say psychedelics. I just heard that
I
for
mean,
real.
Every time I've went to like one of them little out of the way festival
This is
thingies
every Friday.
and dropped acid, I've had a blast.
This is every Friday.
I remember one time I have seen this gal and I was laying in the grass.
Was she real?
Yeah, she was real. And
There's that
she
white
was,
Yeti.
she was
from
real
behind.
uptight.
Oh,
And I was laying in the grass with some friends were frying on acid. She came fucking hit me with her purse. But there you are, you fucking asshole. Blah, 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 blah. You tried to ruin my high, and I remember that till the day I died. I still had a good time.
that doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it
All
doesn't.
right, so infamousstiffs.com. Go on, buy their shit. Buy
Or
all.
hit us up on our socials too.
Yeah,
That's the website. Wow, is that what it looks like?
it does now. We might have hacked it and fixed it.
When's your next show?
Oh yeah, the next show is this Friday, Saturday at the Redwood. No. I'm sorry, not at
Next
the Redwood.
month.
It's at the Escondite /
Escondite.
Hideout.
Oh,
Yes, Indeed is so much fun, dude.
It's free.
will be
Come
there.
on down. We're gonna play a couple of songs that we haven't put out before. That we're gonna play them Saturday night. So come down and check out the new songs that we just released, plus a couple hidden tracks
Nice.
that haven't been released.
So here's a question. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can me and the Wookiee do a little fucking intro for you guys?
Yeah, wait, what?
Me and the
Introduce
Wookiee. Can we do the intro?
Yeah, absolutely. I said it's a gathering. Fuck
Yeah.
you can,
All right.
If you,
So
if-
Gizz and I are gonna be at the Escondite on Saturday.
Saturday night, yes, 8:30 at 8:30 are doors. It's free. Everybody's on the guest list. Don't bitch, claim, and complain or
no.
anything that shows are too expensive. When I'm sitting here and telling you it's a
How much is
fucking
parking?
show.
It's nothing. Parking's free.
I don't
Parking
know.
is free, and they make
Is
amazing.
it free beer? Is it free beer?
No, fucking everything for
I'm
free.
on the
Gizz,
guest list for the bar.
Yeah, I don't even know where the club is.
I've been there several thousand times. But
Don't they have a parking lot? Or
yeah,
something?
Yeah,
they have a
right
fucking
there,
parking lot, and if we can do a little MC gig there, it'd be
Absolutely.
super fun, and they have great fucking
You're
burgers.
seeing it here. These two fellas right here.
Boom!
Movie.
And I'm speaking for
Don't-
Gizz. Who's
You know what
like-
you should do?
You're
Be
such
there
a
Saturday
bitch.
night.
Bro,
Escondite.
if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
Bring some
get the-
bubble yum.
And get the new EP. It's on all that streaming stuff too, like I said earlier.
Something.
On Shitify.
And let's see.
Spankify.
And a new video too that we tried to play here.
Oh yeah,
And,
that is.
and who directed
Lone
that?
Alone Salt. What is it?
Nathan Cox directed it.
He's fucking
and edited
badass.
it. He did everything.
He took a picture of my ass.
Guy's really, really, really good talent.
Yes.
in what he
Amazing
does.
talent.
Go Google Nathan Cox and go look at all everything he's done.
COX, not COCKS, because that gets weird.
Yeah. It'll take you to a weird place. Pornhub, perhaps.
No, worse.
Did
Yeah,
you
go
mean
check
Black
out his
Hawks?
reels. Go check out his reels, and he actually did he edited 2 videos for us, Freak Parade and Get It
Freak
Straight.
Free. I fucking love that song so hard. I fucking love that song. All right, so here we are with fucking Scott, Snotty Scotty, not of the Hankies, but way better. That fucking T1 of Bridge Shoal over there.
Trying to figure out who we're having next week. I can't remember.
You're such a drunk.
Next week we have Sarah Brady from Witch's Ride, another female from the band.
Oh, really?
Sarah's
Sarah's a female name
Yeah.
now.
So I hope so. Nowadays, who knows?
Don't even give a shit. Anyways, like, subscribe, push the buttons, do the stuff. Find us. We're getting bigger and better and faster and cooler. Yeah.
Season 2.
Season 2. And hit our sponsors up. Buy some shit from them. Go to infamousstiffs.com. Spend your fucking money over there. Buy your kids an album.
And go buy our album over with Jean-Luc over at Headline.
Oh,
you go.
yeah,
There you go.
Jean-Luc.
God damn it.
He's a good guy.
He's a fucking awesome human being. I bet you he's a
He's a
brawler,
champ.
too.
He's French.
I think he's probably like a fucking like MMA guy. Like secret.
You want to fight? And he'll be like, oh, let me make you crepes.
Van Damme. He's Jean-Luc Van Damme. No, Seagal's a piece of shit.
And if you go there, that guy has more knowledge than you'll ever.
Oh, definitely.
Ever
He's
need.
been on. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he will let you know what time it is.
All right.
Scott, thank you.
Thank you.
From
Thank you
the
so much.
bottom of
brother.
my butthole.
Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much,
fellas.
Much
Cheers, my
love.
brothers.
We're doing this. I'm going to see you guys
We'll
on
see you
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're doing a thing. I already spoke for him. He can't fucking argue.
Saturday,
I hate that fucking. I hate Kiss. I hate fucking.
That's not Kiss.
Kiss. Kiss is
That's
made
not
up of
Kiss.
poop.
You idiot.
Night's all right.
Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting is
Yep,
Elton John. Yeah,
yeah.
A lot different from Kiss. Same shoes.
same shoes. All right,
All right. You know what you
everybody.
should do? Come back next Monday at 7 o'clock.